My childhood was not good, definitely not very good. My father was an alcoholic. I've seen my mother undergo extreme domestic violence on a regular basis. A girl who was in a situation to not be able to go to school, to clearing UPSC and becoming an officer. I think when I look back, I think I'm really proud. I like truly believe that the kind of choices you make you the person you are. मैं एक रूम में पढ़ती थी, मुझे ऐसा लगता था वहाँ सनलाइट नहीं आती थी ना. आई यूज टू फील वेरी लाइक इतना डंजी रूम है, कैसे पढ़े. टेक मेंटरशिप, टेक सम गाइडेंस इफ यू आर फीलिंग, टेक सम काउंसलिंग इफ यू फील लाइक कि नो 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 आई कांट गो अहेड विद दिस प्रिपरेशन एनीमोर. तो वो कर सकते हो, थोड़ी सीनरी चेंज कर सकते हो. तो यू शुड नो कि कौन सा एक्शन लेना है इमोशंस को टैकल करने के लिए, ताकि आप लॉस्ट ना हो जाओ उस इमोशन में. डोंट बी अ परफेक्शनिस्ट. मतलब इससे बेहतर तरीका नहीं है यूपीएससी में फेल होने का, आई वुड से.
Hello aspirants. On our channel, we have been speaking with multiple toppers regarding their mental health in UPSC journey. Some have been mentioning about mental toughness, some have mentioned the importance of correct mindset. Today's theme is going to be resilience. What is resilience? In simple words, resilience is you being able to be protagonist of your own life and your story. Resilience also implies how quickly you are able to recover from your setbacks, how you are mentally tough and strong in toughest times of your life. In UPSC, it has been testing many of the times how resilient you are at multiple junctures. आपका प्रीलिम्स ठीक से नहीं जा पाया, आपका मेंस आप अच्छे से नहीं लिख पाए, आप बीमार पड़ गए, आपके घर पे कोई चैलेंज आ गया. Now, from those challenges, how quickly you are able to get back to your preparation. Mental health research says that if you're resilient, you will be able to get back quickly, you will be able to learn, grow, and not give up. So, to understand more about resilience, we have our guest today, Ms. Dipika Kumari, who has been serving as an assistant director at Ministry of Defense in 6 years. She has also given UPSC interview for 3 times. So, welcome, Ms. Dipika.
Thank you, Sonali. Yes, today's theme is very close to my heart. Resilience, definitely. Let's talk about it.
Yes, surely. So, since many days, whenever we speak about childhood, you've been mentioning that childhood really matters. Childhood shapes the person, their thinking, the way they make their choices, and a lot of things, right? And the study also says that childhood impacts whether you are resilient, how you are as a personality. And you've been mentioning this a lot. So, today we would like to know from you what is your childhood or how it has been.
I'm taking a pause because there's a lot happened in my childhood. I think thank you for giving me this platform to talk about it, because I think it's very important to share your story. It helps you understand yourself and it helps other people also. My childhood was not good, definitely not very good. My father was an alcoholic. I've seen my mother undergo extreme domestic violence on a regular basis. My mother was in a life and death situation because my father was in such a deep, alcoholic state that he just threw alcohol bottle and there was a glass piece which got stuck in my mother's neck, and she was in a life and death situation. So I think those are the experiences I grew up with. And then my father left me and my siblings with my mother to our grandmother's home. And this was my childhood, definitely a very difficult one. And yeah, yes.
Yes. And from there, now we see Ms. Dipika being an officer. We would definitely like to know further what motivated you to start this UPSC journey.
I think before talking about my UPSC journey, I just wanted to share that I think when I look back and when you're asking this question to me, looking at hindsight, that a girl who was in a situation to not be able to go to school, to clearing UPSC and becoming an officer, I think when I look back, I think I'm really proud, of course. Yeah, what motivated me for UPSC? A lot is there in my past. After completing my school, I graduated from HBTI Kanpur. It's the topmost government college in UP. After that, I had choice to go ahead with my core companies. I did my biochemical engineering from there, or I could have gone to some of the IT companies. They mass recruit students. I like truly believe that the kind of choices you make you the person you are. I realized during the course of my graduation that I'm not very interested in biochemical engineering, and I was definitely not willing to go to IT because that was not what I studied. I was really, really passionate about education. Why? Because I've seen my mother undergo a lot of hardships, finance wise, mental health wise, but she never underestimated the value of education. So those experiences made me realize that why not to go ahead and do something in education field. I think fortunately, Teach for India, it's an NGO. It came to our college. I applied for it and I got through. It's a 2-year fellowship program, and I taught third and fourth class students in a low income private school in Delhi. So during that course, I did internship with some of the civil societies. Center of Civil Societies one. I wrote a research paper on education there, on equity in education, and then I did an internship with DIET. It's District Institute of Education and Training in Lucknow. And during those course, I met with a lot of bureaucrats who are in social sector, who are doing great things in education and different fields, and that motivated me to, why not to go ahead with UPSC. That was the, I think, motivator. Yeah.
Right. So, just like others, you were not really scared of that uncertainty. You were not behind making yourself secure financially, or just, hurrying and getting into a job which will be, which will be giving you some kind of a security, because UPSC is always spoken about as very uncertain. There are lots of challenges. So, you were not scared by those challenges.
Why to be scared? I mean, I've seen situations which scared me enough, and I've overcome those situations, and that made me more very wise to, not just go ahead with an easy path. Even if UPSC is difficult, even if it's uncertain, so what? My why was very clear, like why I wanted to do that. During the course of my Teach for India fellowship, I realized that this is what I'm really interested in. That if I'll give this exam, qualify this exam, I'll get a platform where I can work in fields where I can really create an impact. So yeah, that's why I chose UPSC. I mean, then when you make a decision, you don't think about how difficult or easy it will be, and that's what I want to tell the aspirants also. I mean, you will face challenges in every competitive exam, every profession. There will be challenges, and you should not get bogged down by those challenges, those opinions around those exams or profession. If you decide, if your why is very clear, and if you think that this is something I want to do, just be very, focused and disciplined towards it. Yes.
Yeah, right, right. And I'm sure the journey when you decided that, okay, let me appear or let me prepare for UPSC, from there also you must have faced a lot of challenges. So, how was that?
I've been in service for like 6-7 years, तो थोड़ा सा फेड हो गया है मेमोरी से, बट हाँ, बहुत सारे challenges थे. There were multiple challenges. As I mentioned that I was not from a very good financial background. Like when my father left me and my siblings with my mother to our grandmother's home, my mother was not working at that time. She started working with just 300 rupees per month salary, and so you can understand the financial situation was really tough. And then decide to prepare for UPSC. The opinion is like that you have to come to Delhi and prepare for it, right? Because you get good guidance, good coaching institutes are available here, material is easily available, there are a lot of things. So yeah, I also thought, why not to come to Delhi, although I was not very secure financially or in other ways. But I decided to come to Delhi. That was a tough decision. I stayed with my friend, a college friend, for like 3-4 months. I used to stay Sarita Vihar. It's really far from Old Rajendra Nagar, and that was just a one-room place with the kitchen and toilet actually attached. So you can understand. My friend was very gracious to allow me to stay with her. And then I stayed with my sister. That was also not very easy because my sister was also undergoing mental health issues because of her job. Right. So that was one challenge, that when you come to Delhi and when you decide to stay, I don't know. I just can't remember the number of places I've stayed in Delhi, because either you don't find the right landlord, either you don't find the right company. There was some other kind of situations, difficult situation, and you feel like, oh no, I can't study here. I'm giving my prime time, for this preparation. So you decide to change place, change your accommodation. I've done that, and that was difficult. right? That was
It's
one challenge.
important that you're mentioning this, that you had to change places a lot of times, because many aspirants have been coming to me and telling me some of the challenges that they're facing at their room in Old Rajendra Nagar or anywhere in Delhi for that matter. And they start feeling that, oh, is it a sign of a weakness that I'm changing room for 8 times, 9 times? But by your example, we can definitely understand that taking decision at that time and moving on is more important than, dealing with that challenging situation. So I think from your first point only, we can definitely learn that we must choose our battles. What are the challenges that we want to face, and not unnecessarily force ourselves to deal with every challenge that is coming on our way, because I'm sure there are multiple challenges which are going to come up.
Yes, yes. I just want to add on that yes, choosing your battles is so important, because anyways this UPSC journey is so physically, mentally taxing, right? There are times we feel like the decision which we are taking is not the right decision, or maybe during that time we feel okay, we have to take this because otherwise things will not go right. But after taking the decision you realize, no, 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 I've done a, it's a mistake. But I think this is what life is all about. You have to make decisions, and some decisions will turn out to be, very good, fruitful for you. Some decisions will be very disastrous also. So I think you should just own up to that, choices of yours, and go ahead with life. Yes.
Absolutely. Any other challenge that you faced during your journey, Deepika?
Yes, I can think of a very specific incident which I want to share with the aspirants, and I think it's so important to share. Although it's little difficult for me, because during that phase I did not feel very good about it. I don't want to recollect it, but for the sake of understanding of what all you can undergo during this preparation, I want to share. So during one of my mains, I had my GS2 paper, I remember, and a night before I was not at all well. Not at all well in the sense I was, my heart was racing so fast. I felt like I don't know what to do. Right, I called my sister and I was like, I don't know, I can't give tomorrow's exam. It's so difficult for me. It was not like I was not prepared, but I don't know what happened. I just can't express that situation to you right now. But I was not at all well. My sister told me, just go for a doctor, just go see a doctor. It's so important for you. I was very reluctant. I was like, no, I don't know why I'm feeling like this. I don't have any kind of medical condition here. I went to the doctor. He gave me some medication for low BP. I took the medication and I felt better. Yes, I felt better for to an extent so that I can go and give the exam. Of course, not completely well. So that was one of the situations. So there are a lot of aspirants who feel that they feel anxious, stressed in situations just before going ahead for their actual exam, because they feel like it's a situation where I have to perform. If I'll not perform, what will happen? It's the end of my life. If I'll not clear in this attempt, I don't know whether I can go ahead with another year or not. Or if somebody is having their last attempt, they feel like, what will if they'll not clear in their last attempt? So this happens. So that was one of the situation which was very tough for me. Apart from that, there are day-to-day challenges in UPSC, right? The demand of the exam is like that. First thing, it goes on for like an year or so, 1.5 year, for the final list to come. So during all that such a long period, you undergo some health issues. You undergo there are some family emergencies, you know. Multiple challenges. On day-to-day basis, you have to sit for such long hours. You feel like maybe you are not performing well in an mock test. You start questioning yourself, am I really like studying properly? Am I not wasting my prime years in this preparation? So you question your self-worth. So it's a very very common problem or challenge which aspirants face, which I also faced. So yeah, these were the some of the major challenges.
Right. And was it that your past also hindered somewhere, or past also started bringing some challenges, maybe emotionally, or in your thinking or overall coping of your UPSC journey?
Yes, yes, very much actually. Um, so during all this what I've gone through in my UPSC preparation, I seeked a lot of help. Like I've undergone few therapy sessions also, right? I've seen my sister in a mental health situation. She had a clinical depression. She took some medication also. So I've seen these kind of situations. Why were they happening to us, to my sister, to me? A lot was connected to my childhood, you know. uh, when you undergo very difficult family situations, when you've seen violence to an extent which can't be explained in words, you start questioning your self-worth. You become a person of low self-esteem. You underestimate yourself. You feel like you don't have the capability to perform well like others are doing, but deep down you are very capable. But just the situations or the experiences, childhood experiences, make you feel like that. So definitely there were, in my preparation, there were some stressful situations, the way I was responding to them were, definitely my childhood experiences. But there were definitely some very, I would say, essential things I learned, and that helped me also. Those childhood experiences helped me also. One thing I want to share is resilience, what you talked about. I've seen my mother undergo a lot of things. So there was one more incident. My father, under all the alcohol influence, he tore my transfer certificate into 6 pieces. I remember number of pieces also, so that I cannot get admitted to a different school. I don't know why he did that. I just can't explain it. Uh, and it was so difficult for my mother to get me admitted to a school because you have to show your TC, you have to show your transfer certificate. So me, along with my mother and my siblings, there joined all the yes pieces with a tape, and then we showed it to the principal, and with a lot of negotiations we mentioned our situation, and I got admitted to a school again. So I think these things, these situations teach you so much, you know.
Problem solving. Here only we saw
Yeah,
that some
yeah.
creative solution finding, problem solving. And as you mentioned that yes, your past will have some impact on your present, but it does not limit us, right? So just few days back only, some one aspirant came to me and he mentioned that I come from a very humble background, I come from a small town, my parents are not educated, I feel very low. I don't know whether I'm made up for this, how to go ahead. I want some personality classes. He was saying that. But from your example, I'm sure him and many aspirants can learn that your background, yes, it will have some impact, but it will have impact of negative and positive as well. It is definitely not going to limit you from achieving something, from dreaming big. Something for your future and giving back to your society. And Dipika is a great example of that, and we will learn further from her.
I would like to add, like you mentioned that you got a student who was thinking that whether his background will limit him, or he was questioning his capability. In short, I would want to share that I was living in a room in Allahabad when mm, my father left all of us, and it was like a tunnel. When you enter, you just can't see that there's light at the end. है ना? I used to live in that kind of situation. है ना? I lived in a one room with the kitchen attached, toilet attached, and a drain flowing outside, and it was not covered. So I have lived in a situation where there was just community toilets, right? And so I just want to mention that your background will teach you things. You have to understand that, yes, during when you're actually undergoing those situations, you might feel like, uh, why am I here, like why am I going through all those things? But in the hindsight, when you persevere, when you show resilience, when you're very focused that I have to overcome this situation, and when you become something, when you just overcome that situation, or when you, for example, here clear UPSC, you feel like, yes, those situations were just a stepping stone towards where you are right now. So please don't get bogged down by your background. There were students who say, I don't understand English that well. That is fine. I mean, you will learn in the course of this preparation. Everything is possible. Everything you can learn is in this preparation, and nothing is in limitation. You just have to find the right mentorship. You just have to find the right counseling. You just have to find people around you who support you, and things will definitely happen.
Beautifully put, Dipika, and thank you for sharing this journey with all of us today. I know it can be very difficult to revisit those moments and bring it back. So I really appreciate that, and I really thank you from the on the behalf of our audience. Further, we would like to know that right now, when you look at your entire journey, you say that yes, there were some lessons that you have learned from your past or from your UPSC challenges, and it has been a mix of positives and negatives, and some of the struggles and some beautiful moments as well. So from that, what are some major takeaways which you would like to give to all our aspirants today?
I was thinking about this because we talked about all these things, that what we really want our aspirants to get out of this video. So there are, I think, three major things I want to talk about. Right, first is specifically related to UPSC. I'm talking about discipline over motivation. It's so important, right? And it's from my personal experience. When I was undergoing this journey, UPSC preparation, I used to feel low. I used to watch a toppers video and I was like, okay, yes, I'm gonna crack it in my first attempt, है ना? This what happens ना, वो एक दो दिन का boost मिल जाता है and then it fizzes out, है ना? वो ऐसे खत्म होता है, पता नहीं चलता. So you have to ensure that that motivation, internal, external, whatever kind of motivation, never works for UPSC, and in any profession or any field, that doesn't work. If you really want to achieve something very substantial, want to stay true to yourself, every day you have to work. Every day you have to set a schedule for yourself. You have to be highly disciplined. You know, things can get mundane. You have to read every single day. Maybe you have to come to class every single day, do 2 classes, and then go home, and then read the handouts, and then come again this next day and do the same thing. Give tests continuously. You feel like यार मैं यही काम करे जा रहा हूँ, ये खत्म नहीं होगा क्या? होगा खत्म. But you have to be very true to yourself. Disciplined and honest preparation is extremely important over motivation. First thing. Second is emotional intelligence, जो हम बात करते हैं. सिंपल टर्म्स में समझाने की कोशिश करूंगी. प्रिपरेशन इतनी लंबी है, राइट? 1.5 साल अराउंड लग जाते हैं. बहुत सारे इमोशंस आते हैं डे टू डे बेसिस पे. अभी हम बैठे हैं, हो सकता है ड्यूरिंग द कोर्स ऑफ आवर डिस्कशन ऑल्सो यू विल आस्क मी समथिंग, आई स्टार्ट फीलिंग समथिंग, है ना? सो दिस इज वेरी नेचुरल. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू process that emotion, है ना? You might feel angry, sad, frustrated, exhausted, multiple things. उसको रेगुलेट कैसे करना है? पहले तो अवेयर हो कि अच्छा मैं ये फील कर रहा हूँ, आई एम फीलिंग दिस थिंग, प्लीज एक्सेप्ट यू आर फीलिंग समथिंग, इट्स फाइन. देन हाउ टू रेगुलेट इट, एंड देन just ensure that you know some ways, some actions, that this is, if I'll do this, I can overcome this emotion. For example, better you are studying for like 3-4 hours, you are exhausted. You should not start questioning your preparation. यार UPSC निकलेगा या नहीं यार, मैं तो बहुत exhaust हो गया. अरे it's just a phase. भी you are sitting for 4 hours, of course you will humanly feel exhausted ना. Just go out of your room, go for a walk, है ना? ऐसे इधर पोमोडोरो टेक्निक है ना? If you have to sit for longer, it's very obvious. Study for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Study for 25 minutes again, take a 5-minute break. ये कर सकते हैं. What else can be done? आप एक रूम में पढ़ रहे हैं, जनरली बच्चा बहुत आइसोलेटेड हो जाता है. What you can do is get out of your room, change the scenery, है ना? ये मेरे साथ भी हुआ है, ठीक है? मैं एक रूम में पढ़ती थी, मुझे ऐसा लगता था वहाँ सनलाइट नहीं आती थी ना. आई यूज टू फील वेरी लाइक इतना डिंजी रूम है, कैसे पढ़े? देन माई सिस्टर सजेस्टेड मी कि भाई गेट आउट ऑफ योर रूम, ठीक है? जहाँ आप अगर मान लो कोचिंग जाते हो तो वहाँ पे पूछो कि इज देयर सम स्पेस अवेलेबल, कैन आई जस्ट कम एंड स्टडी हियर? Take mentorship, take some guidance if you're feeling, take some counseling if you feel like no, I can't go ahead with this preparation anymore. तो वो कर सकते हो, थोड़ी सीनरी चेंज कर सकते हो. तो यू शुड नो कि कौन सा एक्शन लेना है इमोशंस को टैकल करने के लिए, ताकि आप लॉस्ट ना हो जाओ उस इमोशन में.
So knowing yourself will also help you better.
Yes,
like what
yes.
will help me to do, what will help me to feel better in a way. So knowing your emotions, what you are feeling, what is going on, and what should I do.
And sometimes
so some
very simple steps can make you start,
Yes,
make you feel
absolutely.
better. पर वो पता नहीं होता है, तो वो पता होना बहुत जरूरी है. Awareness is very important.
Right.
So of course, discipline over motivation, emotional intelligence, regulating your emotions, and the third thing is just perfectionist mindset को दूर कर दो. है ना. डोंट बी अ परफेक्शनिस्ट. इट्स मतलब इससे बेहतर तरीका नहीं है यूपीएससी में फेल होने का, आई वुड से ना. देयर लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स आई हैव मेट जो बोलते हैं कि मैं सोचता हूँ कि पूरा तैयार हो जाएगा देन आई विल गिव द टेस्ट, है ना. मुझे टेस्ट देने से डर लग रहा है क्योंकि मैं सोचा एक बार और रिवाइज कर लेता. ऐसा नहीं होगा. लाइक मैंने 3 इंटरव्यूज दिए, ऑफ कोर्स आई हैव गिवन 3 मेंस आल्सो. ड्यूरिंग मेंस एक दिन पहले मुझे ऐसा लगता था यार 2-4 दिन और हो जाए फिर मैं बहुत अच्छे से लिख दूंगी, और फिर दूसरे अटेम्प्ट में भी ऐसे ही लग रहा था, पर ऐसा होता नहीं है ना. सो वेयर एवर यू आर, जो भी आपकी प्रिपरेशन चल रही है, अगर नेक्स्ट डे टेस्ट है तो प्लीज़ आप जाके टेस्ट लिखिए, है ना. तो अब वो परफेक्शनिज्म 100% आइडियलिस्टिक जो स्टेज है ना उसको अचीव करने की कोशिश मत करिए. सो आई वुड से ये है. और एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है कि अपने सोर्सेज को लिमिट करिए, है ना. एक कंटेंट को पढ़ने के लिए एक सोर्स रखिए, मल्टीप्लाई मत करिए सोर्सेज को. अगर आपने 2-3 अटेम्प्ट दे दिए हैं, आपने कहीं और से पढ़ा था, देन यू रियलाइज कि दैट सोर्स डिडंट वर्क फॉर यू, फिर आपने यू जॉइन अ कोचिंग एंड देन दे आर गिविंग अ डिफरेंट हैंड आउट. व्हाट टू डू, शुड आई रीड फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस सोर्स जो मैंने 4-5 बार पढ़ लिया, बहुत बार पढ़ लिया, या मैं नया रिसोर्स रेफर करूँ. तो ये भी आपको एक क्विक डिसीजन लेना चाहिए कि क्या करना है. उस डिलेमा में आप पूरा प्रिपरेशन अपना मत बिता दीजिए और एंड में आप पहुंच रहे हो तो आपको लग रहा है अब रिवाइज किससे करूं. सो प्लीज लिमिट योर सोर्सेज, जस्ट वन सोर्स फॉर वन कंटेंट, और उसी को बार बार पढ़िए. यू विल परफॉर्म बेटर देन लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स, क्योंकि कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम है.
Correct. And somewhere we have to trust our decision of that moment also. I must
Yeah.
have chosen that source by, understanding all
Yes.
the aspects. So there is no point in again and again doubting ourselves on multiple aspects.
हो सकता
Right?
है 100% नहीं है, 90% ही रिवाइज हो पाया क्योंकि आपने सोर्स हो सकता है ऐसा रेफर किया हो. फाइन, उस 90% से भी एग्जाम निकल सकता है. द पॉइंट इज कि आप उस चीज़ को कंटिन्यूसली रिवाइज कर रहे हो या नहीं, उसी पे स्टिक कर रहे हो या नहीं. कोई आपने इंटरव्यू सुन लिया किसी टॉपर का, कोई और ओपिनियन सुन लिया एंड देन यू फील लाइक अरे ये सही नहीं है, मुझे चेंज कर देना अपना चाहिए सोर्स. नो,
Correct.
नॉट अ
I
वेरी
think
गुड
somewhere
वे.
it is related to being perfectionist also, as you mentioned the earlier point, and at times it is just better in just getting things done than being and waiting for that perfection
यस,
to come along.
यस यस यस. प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट करने वाली बात है कि अगर 5 मिनट में कोई काम कंप्लीट हो रहा है तो जस्ट गेट इट डन. ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स की टेस्ट दिया और टेस्ट के बाद जाके आपको लग रहा है इन 10 मिनट्स आई कैन जस्ट गो बैक टू द हैंडआउट्स एंड सी कि ये क्वेश्चन क्यों गलत हुआ. देन डू इट. डोंट वेट फॉर द मॉडल आंसर्स टू कम, द आंसर कीज टू कम एंड देन आई विल सी. नो, डोंट डू दैट. If things can be done in in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just quickly get done with that. So you have to just very simple techniques if you apply ना, तो आपकी preparation बहुत आसान हो जाएगी. Just keep it simple, I would say. Yeah.
Right. And this is very helpful because it is really coming from all the experiences that you have faced so far, and it is a very genuine learning that Dipika is trying to present before us. So we must see that how we are learning from all the things that she has mentioned. And whenever we feel that okay, we are really we are getting stuck again, we need that more mentorship, or we want to discuss something with her, please let us know, and we will arrange a session with her, and I'm sure she will be very happy to guide us even further about your UPSC journey.
Yes, yes, definitely. I mean, I'll be really happy to be a part of anybody's journey who are who is preparing for UPSC. Yeah.
You mentioned there were some mental health challenges during your preparation, but they can come from any kind of life phase, right? They can be there even when you get selected. This is the error many aspirants make, that they think that once I clear, things are going to be all perfectly fine, right? So I keep telling that no, the strength has to be built from now on itself, right? So now, like when you are an officer, how do you maintain your mental well-being?
Yeah, very good question. It's very obvious that the UPSC journey, it's very arduous and it's very difficult to endure. But after becoming and clearing UPSC and becoming an officer, if you feel like that life is all set, no, no, you are mistaken, right? I'm in service for the past 6 years. I became a mother, past year. I have a 1-year-old daughter. I think I'm enjoying being a mother, but there are times I question also that was that the right decision I took, because there's a career break. I'm on childcare leave right now, so my colleagues, they are still in their post and they are pursuing their career, but I took a break, so this was the decision I took. It was a hard one. I'm enjoying this phase also, but I also question this also sometimes. So of course, and it poses a lot of mental health a challenge. So I think it's very important that you seek help. It could be of any kind. For example, I need to take care of my daughter, right? But there are multiple other things I want to do for my well-being, so I seek help from my mother, my in-laws, my family members. If I feel like I need some kind of assistance in other sense, I talk to my friends. I So it's very important that you seek help, and it could be of any kind. It's not just related to mental health, that you're feeling anxious or depressed, you go to a therapist. It could be of any kind. Go to talk to your brother, sister, your parents, or talk to a very good friend of yours, talk to your faculty, mentors, counselors, anyone. So please seek help. And yeah, these are the things I would say I do for my mental health wellness.
Well-being. So first,
Also, one more thing really wanted to talk about, that finding purpose in mundane activities. When you do things which get very repetitive, you can't find exciting things to do every day. So you have to find purpose in that. For example, I started doing composting. So I'm very I feel very passionately about waste management, and trying to consciously reduce my waste, what I consume. I am consciously trying to understand that how can I consume in a way which will be environment friendly. So I started composting, and I'm finding it's very joyful. So you have to understand that what are the things which make you happy. It just take up something new which you align with, which makes you happy, which really creates an impact, or which gives you some like that satisfaction which you want. So yeah, these are the things.
amazing. So again, she has given us beautiful 3 points. That first is being in the present. There might be so many things from your past which are, trying to bring you or trying to, stretch your limits in a way. There are many things that you want to do in the future. They are worrying you, but trying to being in the present will, of course, and always take care of your mental well-being. Second was taking help, be it of any kind of a help from your teachers and family members, as you mentioned, from any kind of other professional that you need help. And third is trying to find some bigger purpose to your life, not just the exam, not just one role of your life, but expanding yourself to, what we say to the that we are a global family, or we are a
Yes,
global
yes,
citizen. So that
definitely.
way one must keep looking towards that and try to find the purpose and try to practice those lifestyle choices, I must say.
Yes.
Yes.
I think you summarize this pretty well here.
Right. So, Dipika, the whole journey has been really inspiring, and I'm sure aspirants are learning a lot from today's conversation. So, behind all of this, who is your role model? What would you say?
Undoubtedly my mother. I mean, there's no question. I mean, she has gone through something I can't even explain in words. I mean, she has seen the kind of violence which I think nobody should face. And she endured everything. And she could have chosen a easy path and thought, okay, fine, I'm in a very difficult situation. I can't, afford giving education to my kids, or let's live a mediocre life. No, she didn't. She was so sure of ensuring that we get the right education, we become financially independent, we live a life of dignity, and she worked extremely hard for that. I mentioned she started earning just 300 rupees, and she never worked in her life before. But she was put in a situation where she had to choose what to do, and she did it with the extreme, I would say, integrity and I think grace. And yes, and she's working right now also, and I think it's been what she'll retire in 2027. I tell her, why not to retire early? I just take some rest now. Everyone is, here to take care of you. She's like, no, I want to work. This is what I want to do. I'm happy with the people around me and working and doing things which I like. So I think that's such a good attitude to live with. So please don't get bogged down with challenges. Just stay strong and face those challenges with courage.
So
You are
challenges
more
are good.
very good. I mean, they are extremely important. If there is no challenge, things are going smooth. Your story is all fine. I mean, you feel like यार सब बढ़िया चल रहा है. If you're in a comfort zone and you're performing well, life is good. Something is wrong. I don't know. It might sound weird, but I think challenges are extremely important. It makes you compassionate. It makes you wise. Uh, it makes you a better human being.
With this, with this something to have for us to something, think about and to reflect maybe on our life, we would like to conclude today's conversation. And again, thank you so much for being here and sharing your journey with all of us.
Thank you, Sonali. And I would say Level Up is doing a great job in terms of talking about mental health and uh, also talking about topics which are very relevant, which nobody generally talks about or shy away from, because it's very important to have those kind of conversations so that people open up and aspirants feel more safe and comfortable, sharing their experience and making their UPSC journey more joyful.
Yes, thank you. And as a Level Up team, we are all thankful to aspirants and toppers like you who have been coming and sharing their journeys, because I see that not many toppers are feeling comfortable to talk about it once they have cleared this exam. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much.